This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing my personal quote and blog for the 27th of September 2022. My quote for today: take some risks and step outside the norm. Discover that a new perspective can keep you warm. Outside our mind are unlimited things to unfold, amazing creations and wonders to behold. The mind is not the friend we seek. It is the demon of doubt that makes us weak. Allow the mind to do what the soul intends, find new answers and make new friends. Let in what causes us to stretch and grow, and never listen when the mind objects and says no. My blog for today. I am sure my dead father was pulling his magic with his angelic friends on the other side. We had a perfect trip, and my father, who was the magic maker of blue spots in the sky, especially in stormy skies when I was a child, continued to make that happen so that whenever we needed to be outside, the sky was bright and clear. But when we might be driving, it would rain and be less pleasant. So we got the feelings of the mists and the fog of Ireland without having to deal too much with the complexities of it when we were hiking or moving from place to place. Now, don't get me wrong. It rained on us and we got soaked a couple of times. But considering the whole, it rained the most on us when we were at the very beginning in Dublin, and I didn't get the cold until a couple days ago, so that's pretty good. I have to give my father all the credit for making that happen every day for the last 3 weeks. Getting home was another miracle that my father and other angels helped us do successfully. Our flight from Dublin was delayed an hour plus and was going to make our connection in Vancouver super close. There was nothing we could do about it. We were just going to have to see what would unfold once we got there. We landed in Vancouver, and they announced 5 times on the landing and taxi that there were 3 flights that were going to be difficult for some of us to transfer to. San Francisco and Los Angeles were 2 of them. They were holding the planes for us, but we were going to have to run, and we found out that we were also going to have to go through customs in Vancouver for the U.S. rather than in the U.S. We had also gotten away with not needing to take our shoes off in Ireland as we were going to Ireland, but suddenly when we got to Vancouver, we had to take our shoes off like multiple times, and we were wearing our hiking boots for the packing thing and the complex shoelaces, thus making things much more time consuming. Then the TSA people needed to put our things through twice each place and check our hands for explosives. Good grief. I kept praying to the travel angels for us to make our connections in our flight. Not to mention that while I love the Vancouver airport, by the way, it's awesome, it is totally spread out, and we were literally running. And I am 62 and my friend is 72, and she did great, by the way. But by the time we got to the plane, we were both drenched in sweat, hair plastered to our head from sweat, and huffing and puffing with pink cheeks. But we gratefully sat in our seats and thanked the guides and angels for helping us make the flight. Next was to see if the luggage made it. Thank goodness it arrived with us, and then it was off to get the limousine service pickup to take us back to my friend's house. We were honestly exhausted. By the time we got there, it was 3 a.m. in Ireland. My inner clock is still very confused. Then I had to get up and time it so that I would miss the San Francisco rush hour traffic to get home. I am now home with my fabulous husband and sweet cats, and there is no place like home. Thanks, everyone.